Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And since last episode, we have played 3 games. And we started this season up with a blast, a great win, 3 goals against none versus Sunderland in the last episode. That was a beautiful start, but then things have been pretty crappy. First, we lost away versus Bournemouth. And Bournemouth is not a bad team, but media predicts them to end up in 13th place. And our goal is to reach at least 7th place. And if we want to reach at least 7th place, we should be beating teams that are down to place 13th place. And we also completely dominated the game. We were creating like twice the amount of chances like that they had, and we had so many highlights. This result really doesn't reflect the way the game looked. And then kind of even worse was this game in the cup. And we actually won this game. But as you can see, it went to penalties. And Burton is down to League One. And we weren't using a crappy team. Yeah, we did some rotations. We had like 1 or 2 youth players, 1 or 2 backup players. But overall, we had a team that should have been able to beat Burton easy and big. And we really had to struggle with it. And we finally managed to win on penalties. Definitely not good enough. And then the third game at home versus Middlesbrough, and another game we completely dominated. And Middlesbrough is predicted to be like in the relegation zone. So once again, another team that we really should be beating if we want to compete for top 7. So we had a great start in last episode. But lately, things just haven't been good enough if we want to compete for the top spots. That brings us to this league table. We are currently in 9th place, but I mean, we have played 3 games, so it doesn't say much. It's so close between every team. Like, we could, like in a round, we could be down to relegation spots, or we could be like in the Champions League spot. But still, we are not off to the start we wanted, because it's only going to get tougher. I mean, we're going to be playing up against much tougher teams than these ones. But before we go to the game, I would actually like to mention one thing. I got some comments from last episode in the transfers I did, and I love when this Football Manager community get active in the comments. I really love it, guys. So I just wanted to bring up 2 comments and talk about them very quickly. First one is from Fabio Bianconi, and he mentioned that the signing of Moise Kean is a really good one. And he actually said that he believes that he might already be better than Lapadula. And I think he might be right. Kind of ish, at least they're on the same level. And Keane will definitely play a lot this season. And if you keep on seeing these green arrows, I still want to like rush him slowly. I don't want to go like crazy, it's only 19. But if we keep seeing these green arrows, he might overtake Lapadula as our main striker choice during this season. And if he doesn't do it during this season, it's probably going to happen during next season. He will be playing a lot. And the second comment was from Derek Wright. And he mentioned the signing of Lucas. And there was something that I noticed when I scouted him, but I didn't mention it during the episode. And what Derek wrote in the comment was, Lucas with 1 in national fitness, a big gamble. Yeah, that was the first thing I saw when I scouted him during the summer. His national fitness level is 1. And that's definitely not great. The reason I still went with signing him, actually it's 2 reasons. First off, he was transfer listed, it was pretty cheap, and I know that if he doesn't make it, like if this doesn't work, we're still going to be able to sell him on with a profit without too much problem. But the other reason is that national fitness, yeah, it's definitely important, but there are definitely other attributes that are more important, because sometimes natural fitness, Derek didn't do it, but sometimes natural fitness gets mixed up with the stamina, and they are completely different things. Stamina is like how tired the player gets during the game. But natural fitness actually don't have anything to do with how tired the player gets during the game. It's about between games, or like if a player is injured and so on, you know their fitness levels decline. And that's natural fitness thing. And natural fitness can also be about like how at what age the player starts declining. So of course this is not good. This is terrible. But I'm still willing to risk it because I'm rotating a lot, and he's not currently, at least, not our main choice. Our main choice is Soma and Costas, and he's just getting rotated. But I feel it's worth the risk, even though it's 1 in fitness, and that's definitely not great. We'll have to see how it works. But this far into the season, it's have been looking okay. It have. But yeah, let's get ahead to the game. And today we are playing Burnley away. And that's another very, very important game for us, because Burnley is a team, if we want to be in top 7, it's a team we kind of need to beat. And as you can see, Burnley, they have Stewart. And we all know our history with Stewart. But he's not the only one, I believe. Let's see here. Come on. The skin is a bit slow sometimes. But yeah, also Mason, of course. So they have 2 of our old lads in the midfield, and our old lads are getting up against our new lads. So we'll have to see how that will go. And media actually has Burnley as the favourites, and I mean they might not be wrong. I mean they have that home advantage, and they are a pretty good team. But I mean we need to start improving, because we need to take points. I mean if we can't take points in games like these, how will things go when we get up against like the top teams like Man City, United, Chelsea, and so on? So considering how the last 2 league games have gone since the first episode, we kind of desperately need to start taking points here, because right now we don't feel like a team that are challenging for a spot in Europe. There's Bowen with a corner. Fabregas picks it up. Fabregas back to Bowen into the box. Cleared once again by the defense. And oh, that's a decent try there by Silva. And maybe it's not over. It's going to happen something else here. I thought that finisher was the highlight, but here is actually Burnley attacking. That could be a bit worrisome. Oh my god. Is Ward on the right flank? Get into the box and just over at the top bar. So yeah, I thought that Silva finisher was... And oh my god, once again it's Fabregas. Oh my god. Yeah, he is injury prone, Mr. Fabregas. He certainly is. He's been kind of getting injured in almost like every game, but it's always been short injuries. It's been injuries when he's out for like 3 days. I'm not sure if I'm unlucky, but he is injury prone, so it's probably what to be expected. And that's a nightmare. 21 minutes into the game, Joel Ward gives Burnley the lead, and yeah, 1 injury and a goal conceded. Doesn't feel like things is turning around right now. Let me take a look at the statistics of this goal, see how things actually look. And they are kind of dominating things, so I feel like maybe we should go like this already. See how it feels at least. I'm not sure if it's the right choice, but let's try it for a little bit. Might pull Silva down and go with 3 straight midfielders instead. Calabria with throw-in, Silva, Bowen, Branagh, Dembele with a cross to the other side, Moreno with a header, but oh my god, it's getting turned around. Beautiful intercepted though by Surma, but it's back once again. And it really felt like we intercepted that like 3 times, but every time we intercepted it just quickly came back. Strong header there by Suma on the corner though, and Gnabry turn things around. Bowen, can he find somebody? Easy passes here. Calabria, Branagh, and yeah, that's the highlight. This highlight after highlight now. Hopefully we can turn things around. Start putting some pressure on Burnley. Dembele, Branagh, Lapadula, Bowen. Bowen with a very early cross for Gnabry. Gnabry into the box, and this Lapadula! And there is Lapadula. Beautiful. And he's kind of on fire right now. He scored 2 goals during the last game. Even though we only managed to get a draw, there was 2 goals by Lapadula, and now he is back on the scoring sheet. But look at that early cross from Bowen. I kind of like it, the early crosses. It doesn't happen very often in the Football Manager, I believe. Like, I've tried the instruction, because there is an instruction to hit the early crosses. I've tried it, but I kind of like didn't notice any, well, at least not much difference when I was using it. I'm not using it right now, but I really like some of those early crosses, because they can really give some players a lot of space, since all the defense isn't back already. Here's Silva for Bowen. Bowen's very lonely though. Really? Oh, that goal is going to be a red card. It's going to be a red card on Jakob. And he was actually also, he was a player I scouted, I believe during the first season I was scouting him. Because he is a pretty good defensive slash ball winning midfielder, but now Burnley is one man down, and hopefully we can take advantage of this and turn things around. Here is Silva going for the left flank. Alberto Moreno with an early pass for Gnabry into the box, and it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty, and it's just before half time. And Lapadula steps up, and oh, he misses. My God, he misses. And we had a penalty in last game. 1 or 2 goals he scored last time came from a penalty. But today, it's not meant to be, obviously. That's going to be an offside. I'm not celebrating. It had to be an offside. Yeah, it's an offside. Yeah, like it had to be. It couldn't be anything but an offside. Oh my God. So we had the penalty, we missed the penalty, and we had the offside goal. At least things have turned around, so we changed around the formation. And, I mean, then they got a red card, make things even better for us. But, yeah, that missed penalty could be very costly at the end of the season. And, well, that didn't work at all. I thought that they could agree, but clearly they didn't. But yeah, since we changed around the formation, things have really looked better. But, I mean, imagine we could miss out on a spot in Europe in the end of the season with 1 point margin, even 2 points, and that penalty could be the difference. And we were creating a lot of chances during the second half of the first half, but right now here in the second half, now nothing is going on, not a single highlight. I mean, we see some chances here, but nothing is going on the pitch. I think we should go to the tactics screen and do some serious thinking. So Silva is not playing great, and he is a bit tired. I think I'm gonna go 2 strikers here. Let's try that. So we're gonna bring in Keane here. See if Fabio Bianconi was correct with his comment on the last video, saying that he is already fantastic. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping Fabio's correct with that analysis. Anything else? I mean, kind of let's go over here. I mean, Lapadula, that rating is low just because he missed the penalty. I'm not going to sub him yet. Let's see if he's tired instead. I feel kind of like keeping it like this for a little bit longer. Let's see, try it out here with 2 strikers. Actually, I feel like we could not go here, but go here. We could try to speed things up now, because they have 1 less player on the pitch. We could, now not bumping in the box yet, but I'm probably going to go for it pretty soon. And also, we want to be attacking. But yeah, I feel like speeding things up could be a way to take advantage of them being 1 less player on the pitch. Kind of doesn't look like it. I believe, Lapadula, you're out. Let's bring in Munir. So, yeah, now we have both of our youth strikers on the pitch at the same time. Maybe like that. And let's bump it up. Let's bump it up. We are going to speed things up as much as we can. And also, let's go for the talk here. And we want them to... now, I'm going to speak to all of them. Want them to push forward. And look at the chances, but we're not getting a single highlight in this half. What is... oh my God, this is going to be a very dangerous free kick. And that's no trouble at all for Joe Hart. But I'm kind of disappointed that we are creating so many chances, but none of them is good enough for an highlight. Because, I mean, we're up to like 20 plus shots. And it looks like we're going to get another draw, and it is disappointing. We really need to start getting into the winning track here, because, I mean, last season we were the big overachievers. We won the big overachieving award at the end of the season. But currently, I feel like we are underachieving at start of this season. And that's a full-time whistle. And now all the teams we have played are teams that should be in the lower or in the middle part of the table. And that's a lot of missed out points against teams we really should be able to do better against. And I'm going to tell them I'm not pleased. And they all agreed. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Still a bit disappointing. We're still working a lot of new players. Might take some time for everybody to get knowing each other and really start linking up in a good way. Hopefully that will improve with each game they play together. So they will start find each other in a more natural way and link up, and basically everything should become better when they get used to play with each other. But we really hope that that's going to happen soon, because if it doesn't, we are going to be in some serious trouble, because we are losing points here that could be very important at the end. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.